Here we are in front of this old pump jack. I was taking a close look. I looked at some of the data plans showing to see if it would show when it was actually made. It doesn't. I'll show you around, get a closer look and see what you all think. I think it's somewhere from the maybe the 50s or 60s. If you saw the one who was placed before it, you can tell that's probably at least 5 years old. That new pump jack that replaced this old well. So let's take a close look. If you see here, this is actually one of the levers to put on the brake. It is a old style pump brake, like with the drums. So that's one of the indicators that this thing is very old. Stuff like this, if you can see there, we have the brake system. Look at this old pump. Look at the bearings. That style, that is very old. Things like this I see in old farm tractors, farm equipment, but this is the first seen on a pump jack other than a museum. This thing should be in a museum, so it's really cool. I really like it. This is something that you would come out here, purchase it from the landowners, and go place it right in front of your house. It is massive. It's huge. It sits about, I want to say, 10-12 feet tall, and then it has a big concrete slab just supporting it. I looked on the concrete to see if there's any signs. Mostly people, whenever they pour concrete, they'll write a year when they did it. So whenever they did this, very professional, because I could just imagine saying Juan was here, or John was here, or David, Alex, Bob, writing his name on the concrete. The actual owner of this would come and really, I know who exactly did it, because they wrote their name on it. But just a really fun, awesome piece of machinery here in West Texas. We're about 5 miles south of I-20, in between Pecos, Texas and Monahans, Texas. You can see the only ones using it is a bunch of pack rats and enjoying this old machinery for shade. Here's one of the data plaques that I was talking about. If you can see, everything is just completely removed. And here's the other side. You can't see anything. I try to look around to see if I could see anything, but it's just one really cool. Well, here we are. I'm really excited. I'm really happy that I am back in West Texas. I was gone for a couple years. It is very exciting to see how the West Texas has grown. I'm actually based out of Midland, Texas. We cover a large portion of it. We're just jumping job site to job site. It is really neat. If you've ever considered coming down to the oil fields right now, as we speak, July, it's slow. It's starting to pick up with the whole COVID-19 when it was hit, but not as bad, or the company I work for wasn't hit as bad. Things are really starting to pick up. We're getting more contracts, more work. People are starting to travel. They're consuming fuel. The crude oil gets turned into fuel. Natural gas, a lot of vehicles who run on natural gas. So I'm really excited of this new adventure. If you are considering coming to the oil fields, I highly recommend it. Again, I'm based out of West Texas. The weather is hot, but there is plenty of work. If you're willing to come down here, make a lot of money. You probably won't work on these old equipment. This is just kind of obsolete. It's just an old piece of iron sitting out in the desert. It's very dry here, so it ain't gonna really rust. Compared to other places, a brand new vehicle will rust away. Where here, you find, I found an iron dinosaur. I didn't know those even existed. Just kidding. But It's really neat to see old equipment. Like I said, I pointed out earlier, a new piece of equipment has replaced it, and it sits over there pulling oil. Just down the road, they're actually drilling another well. We just finished with that one. And we just go job site to job site, pumping at these wells, trying to get it all set up to start pumping out more oil. But going back, if you're really interested to coming down any place that has oil fields, I highly recommend for anybody who wants to kind of start a new chapter of their life. A lot of these companies are offering man camps. They're offering for you to relocate, because they're always looking for hardworking men and women. You would have to just talk to them. The best way is going to probably Google, typing out oil field jobs, going to LinkedIn, Rig Zone. Those are some. If you know of anybody who works in the oil fields, contact them. Like, hey, John, Tom, or Mary Zoo, or whichever of your friends is working out there, say, is that company hiring? Or do you know of any company that is hiring? I'm always worried about stuff walking on me. I'm like, we have a lot of bugs out here. So I'm like, spider. So contact them and see if they can help you get connected to the right people. Honestly, it's beautiful just sitting out here in 100+ degrees. This is the only shade that you get, a heavy hard hat. But come out here. You're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna hate it. But you're gonna love the money that they gives you. It's a very hard lifestyle, but very good rewards. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it. Gorgeous machine out here in the middle of nowhere. These bugs, I don't know what they're called, but they're just like shh. They're singing away. There's its new one that replaced it. You can see somewhere over here, right there. It's an old one. I think that one's probably from the 80s. So that one replaced this one, and that one replaced that one. So, all right. Well, I'll see you guys till next time. We'll see you. Bye-bye.